Well, good morning, Whitehorse. This is our very last day. We're leaving here this morning. Thanks to Caesar, Kayla, and Mark, we got a little bit of freedom. I'm definitely feeling the backlash of all this stress this morning. I can feel it in the back of my neck, and that's turned into a bit of a headache today. And I don't get headaches very often, and usually when I hit this point, I knew things were pushed a little bit too far. So it's going to take a day or two to shed all this stuff, so I decided to get out of Whitehorse this morning and go find a nice peaceful spot beside a lake somewhere where we can relax and let all this stuff go and enjoy being back on the road again. My gosh, when your home is stuck and stranded, it's the worst feeling ever. But last night we slept right beside a grocery store. It was a great night's sleep until all the semi-trucks drove in this morning delivering groceries. It got a little noisy. Well, we're gonna go hit a car wash before we head out of town here.
Soapy's Car Wash. Arrived.
It's closed this early in the morning. Before we leave Whitehorse, you guys want to hear something pretty cool? See that big airplane that's in there? This is Canada Pacific on the top. That thing is, what are those things called, like when it points in the direction of the wind? That is the largest, what do they call those things? Anyway, that thing turns with the wind. So if the wind goes another direction, that whole entire thing spins. That's like a windsock or whatever those things are called. That's wild. That'd be pretty cool to watch that thing turn when the wind shifts. That's crazy. We'll find a car wash in another town up the way somewhere. I got mud on this thing from months ago. Or a month ago at least. I'm gonna make a pit stop here and grab a shower. $5 shower. I'm using my phone as my mirror. There was no sink and no mirror, no nothing in that shower. It was literally just a little bench and a shower, and that was it. But it's better than using the campground in town here. That shower is cheaper, but it's gross. Like nasty gross and not a very good temperature. This one here was worth it. During my last breakdown, all I could think about was repairing the home that I love so much. This time, my thoughts were different. Oh, that lake's a beautiful color. Wish the sun was out this morning. While I was sitting out there waiting and waiting, I was thinking about buying a new van. I even went online, looked at all the different ones out there that are available, but this is the first breakdown I had where I thought about replacing this van. All right, taking a turn off right here. Atlin, 100 kilometers. Beautiful. This highway goes straight into Carcross, which we've already been, and we're gonna turn left here into Atlin. Oh gosh, look at that already. I hear this place is incredible. Traveling out here in the Yukon has been a little bit weird in some ways because there's multiple areas on our travels that we've bounced back into British Columbia, even if it was just for 5 minutes on a road before it came back into the Yukon. But this road goes down to Atlin, British Columbia. Check that out. A little camp spot down there at the end. A little boat launch. Looks like today is a very short drive. We didn't drive very far today. I honestly don't feel like doing a whole lot. I think after all the stress from that breakdown and everything, my body is just wiped freaking out, and I don't feel like doing anything. We found a pretty epic little spot here by a lake, though. What do you think? A lot better than where we've been parked over the last few days, huh? We got fresh air. We got a nice clean lake. Hey, buddy, this is a pretty nice spot. Got our own little trail down here, so maybe tomorrow morning we can have a shower. Oh, it's a beautiful lake. This is Little Atlin Lake. I'm cleaning up that diet of mine starting today. Maybe the occasional snack, like the good snacks, but no more drive-through. No more restaurant after restaurant after restaurant. It's time, my friends. It's freaking time. So my videos right now are pretty much what you see one day, you get the next day. Y'all caught up to me now. I think me and Cruzy are gonna move spots. This spot's really pretty. I like it, but the Starlink's not so great. It's getting hit by those trees and stuff. So we found a really pretty spot, wide open, right over there beside the lake. Park it right here. Oh yeah, that'll work. Getting better solar, better Starlink. All right, I am gonna set up my desk and paint. Maybe I'll paint on the floor. We're gonna paint my flywheel. All right, I am not a very artistic kind of guy, so this will probably be pretty plain, but you never know. So on my way back from this trip, I'm gonna stop in Watson Lake at the Signpost Forest. And I wanna hang my flywheel there as a memory of what we did, what we conquered, what we broke, and leave a little piece of that breakage behind so I can come back and visit it in years to come, or maybe when you guys go to the Signpost Forest, you can find my sign that I left behind. I think this one is perfect. Yeah, so far so good. Vancity Vanlife, Yukon or bust. We kind of did both. You know, when you hang a sign up there, you always want to leave an impact for other peoples to look at it and go, I know what happened here. You know, it's a fun story to tell. Kind of more fun than just leaving your name up on the wall. What are they doing? Loading up a boat. We are making some broccolini and rice for dinner. And check it out. I put some clear coat on it. I think it'll withhold the rain. I was gonna go all fancy with all those colors, but I don't know, the white just looks good. Nice and simple. '24 Ford Transit, build your own. Oh, those have all the seats in it. Okay, let's go cargo van. Build your own cargo van. Starting price on the cargo van was, you guys see the starting price back here? Starting price in a cargo van is $60,000. Okay, let's go red. Heavy duty tow package. Yeah, some of these things is where they get you. Reverse brake assist. That would be if notifies you if something's behind you. I don't know if that's necessary, if this thing has a backup camera on it, but I threw it in there anyway. We're just playing around. Yeah, $350 for an extended range fuel tank. Okay, cool. 72,000. That gives you a $579 every 2-week payment over 72 months. But you'd have one freaking pretty good base van to start your build with, though. I mean, after here, you'd need a Well-Tec lift kit, because Well-Tec makes a pretty cool kit for the Transit. You'd need bigger rims, bigger tires to fit on that kit. Then you need to upfit it all with roof racks and ladders, and then about 50 grand going on to the inside. Toss your van all chrome, throw that piece of garbage out. That's all I kept hearing yesterday, you guys. I know this is coming one day, but I'm going to bed. Oh my gosh. After yesterday, man, my body hurt. The whole part of me was like, yo, take a day. Take a day, buddy. Take a day. Oh, I'm glad I did too. I feel so much better this morning. There's a little duck swimming out in front of the van this morning. Lake is so much calmer today. It was pretty windy when we pulled in here yesterday. I love that thing. That's so fitting. Good morning, buddy. Oh, there's that morning face. Good morning. Good morning. Rise and shine. We're going to leave the camera on you until you look like you're in a better mood. Good morning, Cruzy. No matter what you say, the more enthusiastic you get, the bigger the side eye you get. Good morning. Good morning. I found myself doing something crazy. Was online looking at vans. So I do know there's going to come a point at some time in my adventures in the next few years where I'm going to need to upgrade my van. But I kind of don't want to in a lot of ways, but there's some things inside of me that are like, well, maybe driving something brand new with no kilometers on it will be trouble-free for maybe 3 or 5 years. But then I see brand new Transits getting towed. I see brand new Sprinters on the side of the road getting towed. And that makes me go, well, they break down too. It's mechanical stuff. You never know what could happen out there. But I found myself yesterday online looking at the cost of a brand new Transit van. I don't see myself buying a Sprinter van because I always hear about all this. They have this fuel thing going on with them or whatever, and I guess after so many kilometers that, I don't know, it seems expensive. And I don't see myself going the Sprinter route. For one, they're more expensive to buy than a Transit, just right out the gate. But the Transit is appealing because I drove the rental Karma camper van when I had it multiple times, and I freaking loved it. Just the big bay windows, it was beautiful to drive, but I wouldn't ever get one that big with the big long extension, the extra height. It's just way too cumbersome to move around, especially if I want to pop down a dirt road somewhere. So Ford's got the Transit that you can make into, like, they call it the Transit Trail. I can't seem to find any of those online to buy, so I don't know how much they are to buy. But that's appealing. Doing a shorter version one and maybe a whatever height one, just one high enough that I can stand in. I don't know if that's the medium roof that I can stand in, but after that, you still gotta put a build in it. Like, even if I were to gut this, this won't fit in the other van. This is not meant for a high roof van. This is built short, right? Oh, my little whisker, check it out. It works awesome. Look at this thing. It works awesome for mixing up the drinks. Yeah, they're just, I don't have that in me to go spend that kind of money on a brand new van. To me, I don't see that being worth it when I have a fully functioning van here. Sure, it's gone me through some breakdowns. I don't know, guys. My brains are rattled. And then you've got what, another 50,000 bucks to build it all out into a big, beautiful home and equip it with batteries and fridges and all those other things. So in order to build that home, you're looking at $150,000. When you have a van like mine that's older, sure, it's gonna take some beats on it sometimes. Like today, like this repair was didn't cost me a fortune, thankfully. The part itself was only $150. It was, the parts wise was cheap. I haven't got the bill for the courier to fly it out here and stuff like that yet. That bill's still coming, so I'll find out what that's gonna be. But like the other year, we put $15,000 into this van for a brand new engine and a brand new transmission, around 15 grand. So if I can get another 3-4 years out of this thing, it's way worth the $15,000 investment. But I do know that this is it for me. I am not putting anything more into this van. This van will maintain it, what needs to be maintained to keep this thing running, but that's it. I don't plan on doing anything else to this van. So, which means its time is ticking out. I might actually take this thing and turn it into a part of a rental fleet, maybe at the new van toy shop. Maybe this goes into a rental and people can rent this thing and explore Vancouver Island in my home. You know, it's great. This thing's beautiful. But you never know. This flywheel could have been the only weak link. Now this thing might run me 10 more years with no hiccups at all. You never know. Look at that. Looks pretty good, right? It's a little drink I've been drinking in the mornings lately. I really like it. It's more of a, it's got like cinnamon, turmeric, coca, and some mushroom stuff. It's freaking great. Oh, guys, I know this video hasn't been much, but just that stress just knocks me out, you know? Knocks me out. Oh, good morning. That's beautiful. Part of my thoughts when it came to looking online at new vehicles was just like the feeling it would have to be in something brand new. You know, this van has been with me since the very, very beginning. It's my very first camper van. I've had this now for 7 years, and I find in my life that I go through major changes every 7 years, and that's the truth. Things in my life start to always kind of evolve every 7 years. I've been like that forever. Like day jobs were hitting a point at a certain amount of years and I just had to move on, or, you know, people I was hanging around with or things that I was doing every so many stack of years, I'd have to move on. For some weird reason, it was just my evolution of me. And I'm kind of feeling that with my van after this breakdown. I'm like, okay, I love this thing. Maybe since we got the big shop, we'll keep it in the fleet and pick up something brand spanking new for doing all of our like cross Canada road trips where I'm spending 95% of my time on the pavement and less time in the dirt. I don't know. It was just on my mind. You know, you get that when you get frustrated with things. You start going, well, maybe we'll buy a new one. I don't have $150,000 bucks. That is not happening. But I was in the comments on my breakdown videos reading people's comments. They're like, you're rich, Chrome. You just go buy yourself. Oh my gosh, look at that view. You're rich, Chrome. Why don't you just go buy yourself a brand new van? My friends, I don't know where you got that rich from, but I don't got 150 grand. Oh my gosh, look at that sky this morning. And you can just see the sun hitting the top of the mountain peaks back there. Wow. Good freaking morning.